going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've got two sovereign citizens. Well, to be fair, one sovereign citizen and one soft sit, but I will tell you that Mr. Goheen Ringo has been around the block a few times. We all know him as a sovereign citizen. He's kind of dropped the soft sit script for the most part. He's still really weird. So whether or not you want to call it two soft sits or a soft sit and a weirdo soft sit, that's up to you. But both of them, let's just play them. We got Judge Perkins and Judge Wheeler. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
All right, so I don't think that Mr. Where's Mr. Trell Grigsby's spot?
Say Kent.
Do you want an attorney, Mr. Grigsby?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not. Again, I'm in special appearance of Contra Grigsby, and no.
Well, I need Contrell Grigsby. So whoever, if you're not Contrell Grigsby, then we're gonna put a warrant out. We're gonna put a warrant out for your arrest.
Well, I'm in special appearance of Contra Grigsby, and whatever.
Right, so I have Contrell Grigsby.
Like I said, I'm in special appearance of Contra Grigsby, and I do not need an attorney. And he do not, he do not need an attorney.
City of Detroit versus Contrell Grigsby, case number SP168333921, SP1683393, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
And special appearance of Contrell Grigsby Jr., Sturi Juris and Propria Persona.
That went over my head.
No rights. I do not waive none of my rights.
All right, Woody is the date and time set for a pretrial. What do you want to do with these cases?
Should be taking it. First, I want to I've added 2 pieces of documents to the court. I want to put them on a record. And my affidavit of conditional acceptance and my Naturalization Act of 1779 I already had on the record. So
I want to take it. You don't see this phone? All right. Okay, that's on record. What do you want to do with these cases?
I'm fighting.
All right, so you want a trial date?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a jury trial date. Let a jury of his peers determine whether his innocence or guilt. Jury trial date, please. In person. The trial date will be in person.
Jury trial. Can handle this. Can this right be handled in private? I request that my this be handled in private. I don't
know what you're talking about. All court appearances are public.
Yeah, all right.
Let's pass it. We're gonna get a jury trial date. And we'll go from there. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Grigsby.
All right. That was, the first half of this hearing where we actually got a little soft sit excitement. Judge Perkins almost put him in his place, but then he's like, you know what? We're just going to let this go. Yeah, I don't really blame him. He sees a lot of subsets. He's tired of it. Anyway, this second half, it's just scheduling. I kept it in here so it's a complete record, but feel free to fast forward to the next clip because we don't really get a lot of excitement. We do get to see Miss Mason, who we haven't seen in a while. She's sporting a new hairdo, which looks nice. So shout out to Miss Mason.
Grigsby, I'm gonna give you a jury trial date for June 10th, 2025. We have a final pre-trial for June 9th. Which day is June 10th? June 9th will be the final pre-trial. That's going to be, you don't have to come in person for that. We just want to make sure that all the parties are ready to go. Ms. Mason, can you put your appearance on the record for Contrell Eugene Grigsby?
For the record, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. Your Honor, where is he on the docket sheet, please?
He's on the page 1 at 835 toward the bottom of the top, the bottom half, top of the bottom half, whatever that makes any sense.
Got it. Got it, Your Honor.
Mr. Grigsby is going to have a jury trial. We set it for June the 10th. Mr. Grigsby is going to be appearing representing himself or however he describes it. And I'm setting a final pre-trial for June 9th. Mr. Grigsby, you indicated to the court that you had some motions or some documents that you presented to the court. I'm not in possession of those documents. So what I'm going to do is set a motion date. And I'll say the motions are going to be due by May the 23rd, 2025. And if there's a response to the motion, that will be due 7 days later on May 30th, 2025. We have a final pretrial set for June 9th. And all the parties must appear. You don't have to be in person on that, but I want the officer to appear as well because we want to make sure there's a lot of noise in the background. Somebody's got a lot of noise.
That's going to be it.
I think that might be your background, Mr. Mason. But I want to make sure that that we don't order a jury and it's not going to be actual trial. So June 9th, final pre-trial. June 10th, jury trial. That will be in person. And for all the parties.
Is there since you said you you don't have my documents, is there like a way that I could personally send them to you? Like, can I get like an email or something?
You can bring them down to the court.
Okay, cool.
You need to file them the proper way.
Yeah, I came down. I went down to the Coleman Young building. And then they said this is not a felony case. They sent me to 36th district, and 36th district said do it, online. Well, I did it online in like April.
So it's online. Maybe it's in the system somewhere. You can always drop a copy off with always drop a copy
if I may, Your Honor, if I may interject, Your Honor, I'll give Mr. Grigsby my email, and we can communicate through email. Mr. Grigsby, I'll put this in the chat for you, okay?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And the court's going to need a copy as well, an original copy, so that'll be. Mr. Grigsby, you have the dates, right?
Okay, I got a date, but no time.
8:30 for the pretrial,
8:30.
and it's gonna be 9 a.m. for the jury trial,
9 a.m.
June 10th. June 10th, so
June
come
10th and June 9th.
June 9th at 8:30 and June 10th at 9 a.m.
All right, and you said I could drop it off down at 36th District Court. So who do I bring it to when I come down there?
You can bring it to the courtroom and bring it to the clerk.
All right, court 434.
All right, and if there's nothing further, any
And
further
Mr.
questions?
Hold on, Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Grigsby, I just put my email in chat for you, so you can email your
Oh, I
documents
see it.
for the
Okay.
prosecutor's office. You can email the prosecutor's office at Dia Mason, okay?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate
And
you.
we
I
will
see it
send our
now.
documents to you when you email us, so we can email you as well.
Okay. DIA Mason at Detroit. DETRO.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day. Best of luck to you,
You're all
okay?
set?
You as well. Peace and love. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Okay, let's go back on the record.
All right, like I said, that second part was kind of boring. I just left it in so the video was whole, and now I have something to point to when we watch this guy's jury trial in 2 months. I hope it's exciting. I really do, because that kind of felt like it was dragging on, but it was a sovereign citizen, so I wanted to play it. All right, next we're moving to Washington, where we have Mr. Goheen Ringo. He is back, and yeah, this one is well, he's special. He asked a question that he shouldn't ask the judge, but it's just kind of funny. He always has to have his little minute or two on the record, and this is no exception. All right, let's go.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Goheen Ringo.
Good morning, Mr. Wheeler. Hey.
And Your
Morning,
Honor,
Ms. Carney.
I'm here on behalf of my client, Mr. Goheen Ringo. I have filed a motion, which I understand Your Honor has reviewed. I still maintain that there is an irreconcilable breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. I do want to provide some information to the court. Spoken with Mr. Goheen Ringo this morning. He believes that our breakdown in communication and our issues as far as it relates to our attorney-client relationship are capable of being repaired. I am being truthful to the court that I disagree with that assessment. However, I want to be fair to Mr. Goheen Ringo and let the court know that. He's asking that we set this matter over to next week for me to go and see him in custody in the jail. I would have seen him this week, and I don't want to get into there was a miscommunication between he and I. I thought he supported this motion based off of certain factors I'm not going to get into. He no longer does. I'm welcome. I think I'm back next week, but even if I'm not, I'm welcome to come back next week if it was set over for he and I to talk in person in the jail. I do not believe, I don't have a good faith basis that any discussion that he and I have will change my position as to the breakdown, particularly relating to one issue that I'm not capable of ethically discussing with Your Honor, and a second issue which was discussed in open court relating to my or to the client's belief that I've waived attorney-client privilege. I believe that raises an unwaivable conflict, which I've already been frank with the client about. That being said, he's also asked me potentially about moving forward pro se. I have strongly advised him against that. I don't believe it's a good idea for any client to represent themselves, but he also has a significant experience with litigation. He's been in jury trials, I think, and as well has had lengthy, time to basically research these matters in the law library. And so we are here today. I'm still supporting a motion to withdraw, and I just wanted to provide Mr. Go perspective to the court. So I don't know if he wants to speak or not.
So I think my thought is, Mr. Campbell, if you are willing to meet with Mr. Goheen Ringo sounds like sometime before court next Thursday. I don't think anything will be lost. If indeed after that your position is the same, I think the court would at that point allow your withdrawal. But I want to give every opportunity for this to hopefully work. So I'm going to be setting this matter over 1 week. That takes us out to the 8th of May.
And Your Honor, I haven't reviewed the matter for speedy trial issues this morning, so I'm not sure. I think the waiver was to the 14th of
Mr.
April.
Goheen-Rango is not being held on any of our cases. He's in a 90-day speedy trial with commencement dates, I want to say on the 24th of April. So we're not very far into speedy trial.
And I for some reason, this file, I have other files I think back that may have it, but I believe the commencement date may be the 14th of April. But
Let me take a quick look here, seeing as we have the files right here. Here. So the speedy trial waiver that I can see all three cause numbers on has April 17th,
correct.
2025. So even if we set out to May 8th on a 90-day speedy trial calendar, we're not even 30 days into speedy trial. We need to go ahead and set matters for trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just wanted to be clear on that point.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Goheen-Rango.
Hey, just had a quick question. I've been hearing that term a lot today, speedy trial. And I took 3 years of AP government politics in high school, and I'm sort of roughly familiar with some constitutionality about that, but I'm just curious today if you could give me something to think on for the next week till I talk with Brandon. As far as for the position of a defendant, what's the purpose of a speedy trial? And why does it have to be speedy?
I think what was happening, Mr. Goheen-Rango, historically was people were languishing in jail with no definitive time frame. And certainly there's been times where speedy trial has been suspended. Most recently, I think when there was an emergency order during COVID, speedy trial was suspended at that time just because we couldn't safely impanel juries. So generally, a person who is in custody has the right to be brought to trial within 60 days. Does not mean that's always the best strategic choice, depending on the complexity of the case. And a person who's out of custody generally has to be brought to trial within 90 days. Certainly, that is a privilege or a right, that a defendant can choose to waive. And a judge like myself, whether it be over Zoom or in person, is going to make a colloquy with that person, making sure that they understand their right to speedy trial, making sure that they understand that from the new commencement date, so in your case, when we last did the speedy trial waiver, that you understood the 90-day time frame for the particular cases would run from April 17th. And ultimately, it's the defendant's choice whether that speedy trial time frame be waived. So that would be my recitation on that.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Since can you hear me? Oh, sorry, I got muted there for a second. Since my case here in Superior Court,
Please, this is your attorney currently, Brandon Campbell. I don't recommend you speak to open court, and if you have questions about speedy trial, we can discuss them when I come into the court or coming
Yeah.
to jail between this week and next.
Thank you, Brandon. I'm still just talking with the judge. Thank you.
Just it's against my advice to talk to the judge because he's not.
I understand that.
Give you advice.
All right, I'm going to try to get back on my train of thought here before my turn is over. I have a court matter that I'm currently facing right now here in Superior Court. I don't need to go into detail about it. It is a false allegation, and I've been sitting in jail, languishing for 7 months. Meanwhile, my attorney in that case, which is not Brandon Campbell, Brandon has been awesome. He comes to see me often. He's seen me more times in the short amount of time that he's been my attorney than altogether twice the amount of time than my other attorney who refuses to come and see. It's been 5.5 months since she's been here to see me. And so I'm wondering how I could still be languishing. Yes, it's a different case about a Superior Court matter. But without being able to work on my case here, I know you've released me, which is very gracious, and I always thank you for that on the older cases. But since these cases preceded my involvement in this newer case 7 months ago, when I was attacked and the police they arrested the wrong person and never got my side of the story.
I really recommend you don't speak about this on the record.
Okay.
And I think, Mr. Goheen Ringo, where I'm going to go with this is, it's this thing that I tell everyone in the courtroom today, and if you were present in the courtroom, one of the things that a judicial officer cannot do is provide legal advice. And I think you're asking me to provide legal advice or to make a ruling on a case that I don't have any information on. Certainly, those are issues very clearly that need to be brought up with your assigned attorney. I can't make a ruling or provide legal advice on a case that is not before the court.
I understand that.
I would additionally also say, like Mr. Campbell you are on a record and you are making statements. And if that attorney were here, I'm sure they would ask you not to make any statements that might be against interest. So that concludes your hearing. Thank you, Mr. Goheen Ringo. I'll see you next week, sir.
All right, that's it. Yeah, Mr. Ringo asking, is it Ringo or Ringo? I actually don't know. I've never seen his name spelled. Goheen Ringo? Anyways, he is asking questions about his other case. Yeah, judge can't answer that. Ask your attorney. That's why you have an attorney. And if your other attorney is so hard to get in touch of, this guy wants off your case and he's begging for it. Just ask him. He'll probably answer you. Anyways, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. 2 sovereign citizens, 1 day. Yay! All right, that's it. Please hit that like button. Until next time, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. LaShawn Newkirk, please.